Так, всем привет, очередная серия. Я тут подумал, что будет, если ей отказать, как нам.
Uh-oh.
Просто
Yep.
интересно на самом деле.
Guess you won't know unless you head down and
Поэтому я
see
решил
what happens.
маленький кусочек переиграть,
Sounds like this needs my full attention.
но потом перезагружусь, чтобы оставить все как в первый раз.
Malfunction, huh? I think I've been set up.
You got me. I wanted an excuse to see you.
I want to see you is reason enough for me.
Everything we faced, and you're still such a sweetheart.
And you're an incredible woman.
A sweetheart and a sweet talker.
A pathfinder. I know when I've found something good.
I want.
This is all I want tonight. You, here. Everything else can wait. Though we're not exactly alone.
Sam, can you turn off your logs for a while? My authorization?
Yes, Lieutenant Harper.
Actual alone time. Best view on the ship. All those stars. Look, there's a dragon.
Look what you've started. More flowers are blooming already.
Riders' footprints, changing lives wherever they go. One day we'll go adventuring together. Just the two of us. A rover, a tent. No maps, just the stars. Like the old navigators. Ryder, are you?
I've got you.
Pathfinder. Just the person I wanted to see. Meridian. Set on a path its creators, disrupted by the Scourge. Now lost. An unmanned ship is at the mercy of ocean currents. Now, think of Meridian as the ship, and the Scourge as the ocean. If we can somehow predict the currents and track them, we could figure out where the ocean's taken the ship.
At best, that just narrows down the range of possible locations.
It's better than nothing.
Dr. Anwar's suggestion may indeed be our best chance of finding Meridian. The more we know about the Scourge, the better we can predict how it affects the things it comes in contact with.
We'll need better data. Probes for the Scourge and Garen star charts.
The Initiative made charts of Helios from the Milky Way 600 years back. Perfect baseline.
I can compare that to Helios at present. It'll give us numbers, but one set won't be enough.
Sam, what exactly do we need right now?
Readings from within the Scourge itself, collected by probes planted at key points. Once enough data is collected, we'll need initiative resources for mining and analysis. Once that is done, I can build a predictive model that will recalculate Meridian's path.
We have a plan. Now let's make it work. Everyone's counting on us. Let's bring them home.
Anomaly detected. Deploying probe.
This is one of the chosen data collection nav points. We should release a probe. Data collection probe ready for placement. left its mark on these systems.
It's getting dense in the space beyond. Better be careful. I'm picking up something. Probe away. Anomaly found. Anomaly detected. Probes launched. I found something. Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
Way out here.
I'll say. There's quite a view of the Scourge. Anomaly detected. Probes launched. Got a reading from the asteroid belt. picking up something. Probes launched. We've got a crater. Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Satellite detected.
Fascinating to dream about. That was before the kit.
Got a reading from the asteroid belt. Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. I found something. Anomaly detected. Deploying probe. Detecting what's left of a ship. Looks like we're headed to a pretty energetic star.
Deploying radiation and emission screens. Our sensors should be safe.
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. I found something. Anomaly detected. Probe away. Anomaly found.
After a high-profile exile.
It's Pathfinder. Is it true? Was there an attempt on that traitor Sloane Kelly's life?
It's true.
Oh, that makes me happy. The thought of her out there with a target on her back. Someday she'll get hers.
I don't like your attitude.
I'm not alone. That woman is despised. She deserves death.
Hi, I'm Jan Garden, founder of the initiative. Welcome to the Nexus. We ask that you spend a few short minutes going through immigration processing.
Hello, Pathfinder.
Hey.
A reminder that alcoholic beverages must be consumed
Need help?
private quarters or in the vortex.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute?
Consumption of alcohol in public spaces is strictly prohibited.
What? Why? That's why you came here in the first place. I have friends at the station now. Why would I leave? Good morning. Pathfinder, do you have just a minute?
Welcome, traveler. How may I assist?
That's all.
It has been my pleasure.
I know we've been for 600 years, but right now I guess there's 600 more.
I talk to my family every day.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute?
You're back.
My arrest was a clerical error.
Translation, our heroic Pathfinder took an interest and now you're bad PR. Truth hurts. A Pathfinder can handle the dangers out there. For us ordinary people, it's too much. I want to finish the documentary, take a stand for what matters. But what is that? What's best for the initiative?
People deserve the truth. Today and 1,000 years from now. Let's give it to them.
Okay, have your Sam give me everything it recorded in that remnant city. I'll give them raw footage, uncompromising every challenge we need to overcome. Thanks, Ryder, for everything.
We invite you to visit our merchants in the Nexus Commons area.
The Angara were designed by...
Specifically for this cluster.
And the scourge hit. Lucky that.
Pathfinder?
Hi. Nice to see you again.
Fireworks professor.
You again. Things are tense around the pub, but not like that first 14 months, thanks to us. Think they raised the drink prices though. Bastards.
One villain at a time, Liam.
Priorities, Pathfinder. Take a break, Pathfinder. Everyone needs it.
Welcome back.
The others aren't here yet, but it shouldn't be long.
The others?
Cash and Vorn. If we're gonna teach you Krogan games, we're gonna need more Krogan.
Vorn doesn't bug you as much as you pretend he does. Huh.
Yeah, don't tell anyone. He's smart, real handy with plans, kept the colony alive and going after we left the Nexus. Cash made a good choice there. Not that I had any say in the matter.
So, fire-breathing Thresher Maws of Doom.
That's right. Pretty basic game. First one Krogan kids usually play.
I've seen vids, and I know Thresher Maws are damn huge, but fire-breathing Thresher Maws of Doom? That sounds like overkill.
You'll see, it's great.
Right, so, what are the rules?
Kids game, remember? It's simple. Burn down all the other pieces on the map. You win.
I can work with fire.
This is gonna be great. Vorn's bringing root snacks. Corcrow's my favorite. I'll load up the mini flamethrowers when the others get here.
Well, at least the table is fireproof. I think.
Yeah, just don't hit the drinks. Bartender will have a fit.
I don't believe you. You're putting me on.
Oh, Dutch, would I lie to you?
Yes. Yes, you would. Absolutely. Surfing a shuttle as it crash lands on an asteroid. No one's that crazy. Not even you. Right?
Best landing ever.
I don't believe you. You're putting me on.
Oh, Dutch, would I lie to you?
Yes. Yes, you would. Absolutely. Surfing a shuttle as it crash lands on an asteroid.
The Asari Ark has been recovered in deep space after nearly being destroyed during a Ket assault. Lucinia was mostly evacuated by the time Initiative forces intercepted the Ark in the Valet system. This after the Asari Pathfinder, Matriarch Ashara, was killed while attempting negotiations with the Ket. New Pathfinders were in the
I got your report. Both our Pathfinder and the Natanus. What a mess.
It could have been much worse.
True. We've got survivors to find and a new Pathfinder out in the field. I'll take it. I owe you for this, Ryder. They'd still be lost without you.
But...
Ark Carchero advises stasis revival protocol...
Hey, Ryder, I'd like a moment.
Yes? Lieutenant Syax, right?
That's me. I'm putting together Apex. We don't have a good sense of what we're up against, and could benefit.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates. Construction and repairs continue on various
I'm worried about this place if the Ket find you.
Then we defend the station. It's all we can do here. You just keep the Pathfinder safe and the Ket busy. And be careful out there. I only have one of you. Pathfinder?
Hey there, Ryder. Let's keep it quiet. With all the areas of the station online now, Kesh is pretty busy.
Not too sore from that fight, I hope.
Not half as sore as those bijacks, I'm sure. Look at her working. Isn't my granddaughter something? Without her, this station would have fallen apart before you ever got here.
Ark Carchero advises that power consumption is nominal.
Hello again, Pathfinder. How may I assist?
Hello, Pathfinder.
Construction and repairs continue.
Ah, Ryder, my hero. We Solarians have a tough road ahead. It's hard to wake up to such loss. But we are not the first, just one of many. Is there anything on your mind?
How are your people adjusting to life here?
We are resilient. Our lifespan is short, so we have a built-in drive to maximize every minute. Many of us are getting to the business of bolstering our numbers and looking for opportunities to settle worlds. I have a few select teams looking into the Ket. The better we know the enemy, the more prepared we'll be for whatever they throw at us next.
How did you get involved with the initiative?
My claim to fame in the Milky Way was that I found a way to restore the biodiversity of my homeworld. For decades, we knew that the planet would soon be unable to sustain us, so I was something of a hero. My work caught your father's attention and he, how shall I say, laid on the charm to enlist me for the initiative.
Oh yeah?
Your father could be very charming when he wished.
What is it you strive for? For you, I mean.
For me, all I've ever wanted is clarity. I devote much of my time looking in the mirror, trying to understand myself. Some might find it narcissistic, but in knowing myself, I can be true in the moment, with little self-interrogation. Ultimately, the motivation is to live a life free of regret. I have come close, thus far.
What can you tell me about my father?
He was a friend, and what he shared with me was shared in confidence. But I can tell you, the Alec Ryder he showed to the world was but a sliver of the whole. He felt that to lead, he must project utter confidence. With me, he shared his fears and doubts, or at least a few of them.
I considered that a great compliment.
Is Captain Hager doing well?
Hager is training to be my successor, if or when the need arises. We lost so many of our leaders during our captivity. It's left several roles open to fill. Hager is a dedicated officer. The sky's the limit for him. He'd make a strong Pathfinder.
It's good to have a line of succession planned out.
I want Hager fully aware of what the future may hold. The better prepared he is, the smoother the transition.
Nice talking with you, Rika.
I am at your disposal, Ryder.
Sounds like our experience was a picnic compared to what the Solarians went through. Rake is determined to put an end to exaltation, and she'll have every bullet I can lend her.
Korra really idolized you. Have you spoken since?
A little. It's difficult to talk to someone who's that disappointed in you. But we do speak, and more importantly, listen. Reminds me of the days when I had students.
Now that the Asari Ark is safe, what's next for you?
I'll be tracking the Ket through their secret routes in the Scourge and burning them out. Charting the Scourge will help everyone. Some incidental revenge is a bonus.
I never knew Matriarch Ashara, the last Asari Pathfinder. What was she like?
The best my people have to offer. Powerful, just, diplomatic. I was a dowdy soldier by comparison. I tell myself she'd understand why I... But she didn't think that way. Diplomacy allows compromise. War doesn't.
Korra said you fought plenty of battles, that you were the hero of Kirkus.
Ha. I survived Kirkus, anyway.
What happened?
The enemy fired artillery at civilian targets. I used my biotics to shield part of a city. I can make a good shield, as you've seen. I lost dear friends in that battle, but we saved a lot of people. That makes me a hero. I'll take it.
Good luck, Sarissa.
On to glory, Ryder.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
Hi, Ryder.
So it's official? You're part of our little club?
I know I was reluctant, but it was the right call. Thanks for the push.
I know you make Mason proud.
I'm trying.
Any luck finding other survivors from the Tannis?
Brought in another batch yesterday. Still too many unaccounted for, but we're getting there.
I'll keep an eye out.
Thanks, Ryder. Appreciate it.
How's life on the Nexus treating you?
Running water and rations. It's a beautiful thing. I can tell people are still shook up from the uprising, but compared to Varl, things almost feel normal.
So, how are you finding the new post?
Not used to having people question my actions, but I like the challenge. More than I thought I would.
Any regrets?
My only regret is that Mason isn't here to see me play diplomat with Tan. Back in the Milky Way, I would have punched sense into that worm. Now, I use my words. I'm a changed man.
How have you been since HO47C?
Fine, I'm fine.
Keep internalizing your feelings and you're bound to explode. Doesn't have to be me, but you should talk to someone.
I talked to Sam.
That's a start. Pathfinder versus Spectre. How does it compare?
They're completely different beasts. As a Spectre, I worked in the shadows. Intel was on a need-to-know basis. Here, everyone's looking to me. Looking to me. It's all out in the open.
Which do you prefer?
Being a Spectre was easier, but being a Pathfinder is more rewarding.
Good seeing you, Avitus.
Stay safe out there.
How are things going with Arclicinia?
The Asari seem happy just to be alive, but the Nexus is running out of places to put them.
I know. The outposts can't come fast. Ryder, as I said before, you have more than proven your mettle as a Pathfinder. You stand on the threshold of greatness. If Meridian is everything you believe, our salvation is near. I always knew great things were in store for you. Did you have some other business?
That's all.
My...
Archero advises that power consumption is nominal. Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates. The initiative has found the Solarian Ark. Reports suggest Archero was intercepted by Ket forces in the Defino system. Reached for comment, officials refuse to provide any details on the status of the Ark or its inhabitants. But they do confirm the Solarian Pathfinder survived. Amid confusion and questions, the Nexus now braces a ray of hope for influx of Solarian settlement. Maintenance begins on...
Jarl's been asking to talk to you.
I swore I had you last night.
You were pretty confident.
You baited me. Toyed with me.
You liked that, didn't you?
I did. Right until you showed me that damn full house.
I'd just feel better if the Tempest had a main gun.
Hull's not built. Always good to see you. Stay safe.
More tests? You said...
I know what I said.
Did you get my message? Doesn't matter. I have exciting news, and I wanted to tell you in person.
Should I sit down?
Is that another idiom? Or... Yes, of course. Do what you like.
Yeah, it's an idiom that means... Never mind.
I've been offered an advancement in the Resistance, and my own command.
That makes complete sense. Congratulations.
Thank you. My family is very proud, and so am I.
So when did this happen?
Recently. You know that I wasn't satisfied with my position and direction in the Resistance.
Or life.
True. Very true. Yes. After my successes with you, they see me with new eyes. But more importantly, so do I.
So you get your own command?
It's a covert squad, Tech Ops, commanding a small group of elite specialists that infiltrate advanced kept sites. High danger, high reward.
That's a hard choice to make. I won't stand in your way.
That's kind. It was a hard choice.
Okay then. Should we head back to Aya?
What? Why? I'm not taking the position.
But that's crazy. It's what you wanted.
What I wanted, yes. But not what I needed. Not what I need. With your help, I broke free of expectation. I found my better self.
It's been a pleasure to work with you too.
Funny how chance can change your life in an instant.
I know what you mean.
Your dad would be proud of you, too.
Yeah, hope so.
So, you're stuck with me now. At least until this all plays out. Besides, you need me.
Don't push your luck.
But luck can't be pushed. It comes to us and... idiom.
Yep.
Shit. Yes?
I'll see you later.
So you can fix it?
It's just editing a config file. You could probably fix it.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I'll probably have it.
I can establish communities, not integrate.
Jal told me what you found in that remnant city. The Jardin. Their experiments. I want to be shocked. This discovery should change everything, but it's like I've always known somehow.
When it's safe to go back, you'll have a whole new playground.
If what I hear is true, I'll be lucky to explore a tenth of it before I'm too old. There are so many new questions I can barely keep track. Each query leads to 10 more. You've earned your title, Pathfinder.
I'd like to know more about you.
What about me intrigues you?
You're an expert on several topics. Remnant, Ket, stuff I don't even know exists.
All true. Why? Do you want to be my student?
Is that an option? Because I didn't train for this job. At all.
Yet you do it well. There are two kinds of knowing. What we take in from the universe and what's already inside us. You have the essentials figured out. The rest you can learn as you go.
Are you originally from Aya or someplace else?
I was born on a research vessel in deep space. My parents were explorers. They never stayed in one place long. My own work has taken me to every world, many times over. They all try to claim me as their own, but if I'm honest, my favorite chair is here.
You and my crewmate have a close relationship. Any advice? Hints?
He talks in his sleep. Worth it for the look on your face. Jal is a dear and hopeless former student. He has a good spirit. You're lucky to have him, that's all.
What are you working on these days?
I thought being a Ket prisoner was the worst fate imaginable. Then I got home and saw my backlog. Avela comes in every so often asking if I have a second. At this rate, I'll never catch up. To answer your question, I'm busy with everything and nothing. We'll see which wins.
My translator doesn't know what to do with your title, Moshai.
Because it isn't a title, it's a reference. People from mythological times before the Scourge. Legends say we once had many Moshai. Master inventors of unfailing wisdom, guided by boundless compassion.
That's a lot to live up to.
It's nonsense. Don't remember who first called me Moshai, but I do recall telling them to shut up. To my regret, the name stuck. I've minded less lately. Being the Moshai has its uses.
Any ideas on how we stop the Ket for good?
The real question is, how do we define victory over them? Complete eradication? Unlikely, costly, and morally dubious. Drive them away? How? What stops them from returning?
Peaceful coexistence doesn't seem to be an option.
There's much we still don't know. The Ket are not a simple problem. We can't reduce them to a simple solution.
When the Ket are gone, if we fix all these worlds, what do the Angara want?
Depends who you ask. We're individuals. Paran will continue spreading hope and optimism. I don't know what Ephra will do without an enemy to fight. Retirement won't suit him. As for me, Maybe I'll just fade away. That's what people do when they're no longer needed, right?
Thank you, Moshae.
Ishare. You did it. Infiltrated the Archon's vessel and returned victorious.
And saved one of our lost colony ships from the Ket.
You're getting a taste of the war we fought for decades. With the relic in your possession, you'll be able to find Meridian and answers. I envy you.
Thank you.
Thank you for freeing Ven Teref at Kadara. I'm told you saved him from execution.
I know you wanted to question him. Did you learn anything?
Enough to understand his motives. He lost his way, but I have hopes he'll find it again. Ephra wanted to punish him. I suggested Ven help tend Aya's gardens. He spent too long surrounded by death. He needs to reconnect with life.
Thank you.
Jal told me about your confrontation with Azul. I'm grateful no one was killed.
Your old student is still out there. Will he come after us again?
I don't think he has it in him. He's alone. The Rokar have been exposed for what they really are. Azul's faithful are pariahs, like him. I might finally have a chance to reach him, reason with him. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
You continue to surprise me, Pathfinder. Returning Vol's ancient AI, a priceless treasure.
The initiative wouldn't be here without AIs. They're useful. Usually.
This one will need special care. Hard to believe an algorithm can experience emotional pain. Its loneliness is real. Rehabilitating the AI is a priority, but we have other concerns. You need something.
Thank you.
Pavoa, Pathfinder. I've been considering that I'm at an age where I must look for someone to replace me. With your aid, our museum curator made an extraordinary discovery. I've always respected Avela, but I may have underestimated her. You've helped us both.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping Avela. I've never seen her so excited about her work.
Thank you.
I heard you met my old colleague Danfra. Good scientist, unpleasant person. She shouldn't have tried to scan you without your consent. Thank you for indulging her rudeness. She's been reprimanded for her behavior. You have questions? Ask them.
Pretty view.
I like to imagine what my ancestors would say if they could see what we built. How we flourished in spite of everything.
Places like Aya give me hope. We could really make a home in Helios.
You can, and you will. I've been studying those artifacts you recovered. What I found was incredible. Our history is much shorter than we previously thought. Less than a millennium. It's as though we suddenly sprang into being a fully formed civilization.
Now we know the Jardin created your people.
But what if they also engineered our culture, gave us traditions and beliefs we've carried forward? Until we understand our past, we can't decide our future. What you found could affect generations to come. I can't imagine getting here without you, Ryder.
You talk like our time together is over. It doesn't have to be.
You make that sound so easy. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that.
I want this, Avela. Don't you?
Of course I do. A handsome explorer from beyond the stars. How could I not fall for you? But this work needs my full attention. And you, the task ahead of you is tremendous. I won't be the one to distract you from that, no matter how much I may want to.
I think I need a distraction right now.
Someday, when this is all over, if you still feel the same, find me. Until then, we both have work to do.
One last kiss? For good luck.
For good luck. I have nothing to say to you. Please. I was not designed to remain operational this long.
Well,
That's quite the gift you sent. Insane AI. Real attention grabber.
I couldn't leave it on hold. Maybe it'll help someday.
Have to talk it out of killing itself first. What do you need?
You've been fighting Ket a long time. Any advice?
Your war's different from ours.
It's still a war, and we're not prepared for it.
Wouldn't matter if you were. The Ket aren't a conventional enemy.
Any idea where they came from? A homeworld somewhere?
Each of our colonies heard a different story. I doubt any were true. They came from far away. That's all we know.
Ever tried following a Ket ship to see where it goes?
Of course we did. Wherever home is, they don't visit.
Do the Ket have a favorite strategy? Something we can exploit?
They switch tactics constantly, almost capricious about it. Makes them unpredictable.
They must have some weakness.
They're vulnerable to brute force. That's enough.
The Ket aren't mindless monsters. They must care about something.
Slaves, resources, power. Same as any conqueror.
You didn't see the exaltation process. They treat it like religion.
They convert us against our will. That's not religion, it's genocide. Every culture has its purpose. Theirs is to take whatever they want.
There's no official Angaran military? Just the resistance?
Lost our fleets and armies decades ago. Ket mostly. The rest fell to internal strife. We kept fighting, but our civilians were disorganized. Poorly supplied, leaderless. Decades of aimless defiance got us nowhere. I had to make the resistance real.
How is the resistance organized?
Loosely, we operate in cells. Independent strike teams have better odds. If the Ket capture a cell, it doesn't compromise the rest.
How did you wind up in charge?
Nothing to lose. My family was rounded up into a Ket slave camp. Last contact I had with any of them was 10 years ago.
They could still be alive.
Didn't figure you for an optimist.
What success have you had against the Ket?
Enemy casualties are up 600% in 3 years.
But that's just a number. Every time we destroy a facility, take out a warship, we give our people hope.
And you're not fighting alone anymore.
We'll see.
I've seen armed people in uniform. They're not resistance?
Aya police, purely ornamental. Gives us the appearance of civilization.
You don't think they're necessary?
If things go bad, the resistance will handle it.
That's up to the governor, isn't it? What do you think of your governor?
She governs Aya, not the resistance.
Way to avoid the question. Is there history between you?
I can always count on Paran to offer a spirited argument.
You respect her?
She holds her own. Not many do.
What's your story, Ephra?
You're not getting my personnel file.
I'd just like to know who I'm working with.
You want to know what it's like being me? I wake up every morning to fight a war. I send people to kill and die. If I'm lucky, there are more dead Ket than resistance when I go to sleep.
That's a hell of a burden.
Enough personal discussion.
I hope the initiative is making a good impression.
The initiative? Sounds so unthreatening, like a city planner meeting.
That's kind of what it's meant to be.
City planners don't walk around in battle armor with rifles on their shoulder.
Depends on the city. My point is, we traveled through dark space to build something here.
That's what invaders always say, at first.
We're not invaders.
Of course.
I'll let you get back to it.
Good. Am I reading Joel's report correctly? You stood and watched the Rokas leader shoot him? What was your plan if Aksul killed my best soldier?
Joel had the situation under control. I trusted him.
Still a big risk. What do you need?
I'll let you get back to it.
Good. Pathfinder, next time you're on Kadara Port, I need a favor. The contact who helped us find Venturev hasn't checked in. He's overdue.
Don't know when I'll be there next, but I can look him up.
If he doesn't have a good excuse, he's fired. What do you need?
I'll let you get back to it.
Good. Got a report you handled the scavengers who were taking our satellites. Good work. What do you need?
I'll let you get...
Good. I expect you to take good care of Joel out there.
I will. I'm sure he'll return the favor.
Don't worry about him. You saved the Moshai. That earned his loyalty. Still wrapping my head around what you found at the Ket facility. That exaltation.
The more we understand the Ket, the easier it'll be to hurt them.
The more I know, the more I want to hurt them. What do you need?
I'll let you get...
Good. Joel reported what you learned about the Remnant's creators and my people. It's a lot to swallow.
I found more questions than answers.
It's not just me. Good. What do you need? Joel reported what you learned about the Remnant's creators and my people. It's a... What do you need? Want a little fresh fruit? Moshe insists on meeting with the captain.
I received a briefing on your confrontation with the Rokar leader. Your handling of Aksul was flawless. Better than I could have hoped.
I couldn't let him destroy the birthplace of your civilization.
That was a symbolic victory. Important, yes, but the Forge is only a place. In a very real sense, you crushed the Rokar movement by not firing a shot. I can point to this example if anyone questions our alliance again. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Thanks.
This new discovery about us. Pathfinder, I would like your help keeping hope among my people. This could turn their world upside down. Together, we can make it right.
How do I help?
Answer their questions truthfully, but reassure them that we still control our fates. Just because we were designed doesn't mean our lives aren't our own.
I saw how Jol reacted. Feel like I stumbled onto something nobody needed to know.
In time, we'll find a good use for this knowledge. For now, we give our people strength. What can I do for you?
Thanks for your...
Ishare, Path. What can I do for you?
Can we talk when you're free? The Nexus science team is completely blown away by what you found in the Remnant City. It's a tremendous find, Ryder. The team asked me to pass on their thanks.
Tell them they're welcome. I, as Pathfinder, was happy to serve.
You know, the discovery of the Angaran origins have made me think hard about creation. If the Jardan were capable of creating life, then what does that say about God?
You're wondering if he could be just a scientist?
What if our creator is just like the Jardan, advanced but mortal, fallible?
If you want to keep believing in a higher power who isn't just an advanced species, you'll find a way. You haven't had proof of a god before now. Why would this change that? Your faith will bridge the gaps.
You're saying I'll find some way to convince or delude myself?
No, I wasn't really saying that.
Ryder, don't be silly. Even if you didn't mean it, you were. That's what faith is. And I'm okay with that. I want to believe in something bigger than I am. So I will. Strangely, that makes me feel better about the whole thing.
an eye on those sensors.
I always do.
I know, it's just... This is a dicey sector. Better to be ready.
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Detecting what's left of a ship. Anomaly detected. Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. Getting a scan.
This is quite the lawless region. No place to get stranded.
Stranded? Why would you even bring that up? Anomaly detected. Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. Anomaly detected. Deploying probe. I found something. Many other ships would venture out this far.
It's our job to be first.
Anomaly on sensors. Anomaly detected. Picking up something. Picking up something. Probes launched. Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. I'm picking up something. Probes launched.
This is one of the chosen data collection nav points. We should release a probe. Data collection probe ready for placement.
I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. I found something. now orbiting Kazara. We're on course.